Here we go. 2022 show here in Miami. Miami's been so good for Combate Global. We give you some of the shots around the city. My guy Rodolfo, big Miami guy, still not sure which bridge that is that connects MacArthur. Well, that's
Port Miami.
Water under the bridge, literally.
It's a state road.
As we get ready to get inside the jaula, there it is in all its glory. Ready for blood, sweat, and tears. Not necessarily in that order. This is the main card highlighted by PUAS Perez. 10 wins, 1 defeat. We'll talk about that 1 defeat because he wants to avenge it next year. Has to get by GILBERT Ordonez. D. Begley, the number 6 in the flyweight division, taking on a number 1 MARITZA Sanchez. And a fight that we believe might be the fight of the night. Perez, OVIDIO Bojorquez in the welterweight division. Remember Bojorquez back in September, one of the knockouts of the year. One of the knockouts we've ever seen here or anywhere. Well, we get ready with the preliminary card, and always, Rodolfo, the preliminary cards gives a little bit more fruit than we sometimes would ever expect.
Absolutely. Starting off with Reyes and NATALIE. This is going to be a very fun fight. Reyes returning to La Jaula for the 2nd time around. Last time didn't go her way. Had to make some adjustments. She said she really sat down, looked at the footage, say this is where I make some changes. But NATALIE, oh man, she brings a strong game. Very fun fighter to watch. And I'm really looking forward to Palomino and Velasco. Those guys are just going to strike the heck out of each other.
It's been a minute since we've seen Alejandro Bam Bam Velasco. First things first, NATALIE Schlesinger fighting out of New Jersey. Her opponent, YARELY Reyes, fighting out of Ensenada, Baja California. Probably the most fertile ground for Combate fighters, which also includes the man we will be seeing in the main event, PUAS Perez. This is in the atomweight division, which is getting more and more stacked. You gotta be good to get in those rankings, currently featuring Ana Palacios at number 1. Let's get ready.
Entrando a la jaula, NATALIE Schlesinger.
NATALIE Schlesinger getting back inside the cage for the first time since May, making her Combate debut, fighting out of Tinton Falls, New Jersey. This is, we know about New Jersey, provides some really good fights. Got some great gyms up there as well. She's hoping to use that experience to some success here in Combate.
When you think of Jersey, I think of Frankie Edgar, who just pretty much wrapped up his career.
Who lost to another Jersey fighter.
But listen, NATALIE here, she's a very fun fighter to watch, very creative in there, but you gotta watch out for the left high kick. She is vicious with that kick. Great hand movement and good takedown defense. Should be a fun one against Reyes. Looking forward to it.
And now for her opponent, let's go back to Lupe Contreras for the introduction of YARELY Reyes.
Su oponente, YARELY Reyes.
Stand-up fighter Reyes, black belt in karate. Was 4 years old. She was a practitioner all the way to 14, training with the Blaxicans, with the likes of PUAS Perez, Ernesto Ibarra, who is a highly ranked fighter as well in the men's flyweight division. We saw her before in May. She lost via unanimous decision. She wants to fix that and get that first Combate victory tonight.
Some of the things that she needs to adjust it there, Melissa was the opponent there. She just basically just outboxed it, right? The movement was there, and Reyes just couldn't follow up with it. She wanted to go to the ground. Melissa just didn't want any of it. So she went back, put together a good strategy where she can make some improvements, and we're gonna see it here tonight. Listen, just looking at her walk into La Jaula, she has a different look, and you can feel it. This is a different fighter here tonight.
And not to be swept under the rug, the biggest matchup we have in Combate, USA versus Mexico. We are ready to go. Before we get you back into the jaula, let's go to the head-to-head, cara a cara. Both very young fighters. Reyes just 21, coming in at 4 feet 9 inches. And a reminder, this is atomweight division, 105 pounds. And don't let your perceptions of that weight class get in the way of what you're about to see. These women come to finish fights, reach advantage 2 via Reyes. We go back to Lupe Contreras.
Este duelo, 3 vueltas en la división peso átomo. This bout 3 rounds in the atom weight division. Los jueces son, the judges are Mark Streisand, Dorian Mirasola y Vicente Rodríguez. Presentando la esquina azul, vestida de blanco con negro, presenting the blue corner. Wearing white with black, su peso oficial 106 libras. Her official weight 106 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula con un récord de 1 victoria y 1 derrota. Tonight, she enters la jaula with a record of 1 victory against 1 defeat. Fighting out of Woodbridge, New Jersey, NATALIE Natty Ice Schlesinger. En la esquina roja, vestida de azul, in the red corner, wearing blue. Detuvo la báscula a un peso oficial de 105 libras y media. She tipped the scales at an official 105.5 pounds. Entra por segunda vez a la jaula en busca de su primera victoria con récord de 1 derrota. She enters la jaula in search of her first pro victory with a record of 1 defeat. De Ensenada, Baja California, México, YARELY Reyes. El referee internacional, Raúl Porrata.
Center.
Referee internacional,
Obey my
Raúl
commands and
Porrata.
protect yourselves at all
The
times.
third inside the
Una
house.
pelea limpia. Obedezca mis órdenes y protege en todos momentos. Touch gloves. Toquen guantes. Back to your corner.
We are ready to go. Our opening bout, always entertaining. YARELY Reyes in blue. Starts to set the tempo early.
Yeah, right there, Max, you're going to see here, if the opportunity is there, NATALIE will go for those left high kicks, but a difference here in Reyes, bringing the fight right from the start, exchanging, working the bodies from shot to the midsection, and now we got the clinch to start it off.
As we always try to do here in Combate, this is a place where young fighters can find their legs. This is the 3rd fight for Schlesinger. This is the 2nd pro fight for Reyes. Reyes very decorated in the amateur MMA and kickboxing ranks, several-time title holder. Schlesinger also very active, 8 pro fights. He won 5 of them in the amateur ranks.
And one interesting point, Max, about Reyes is that in her amateur career, she did take on a male opponent. They couldn't find an opponent for her. A male stepped up. She says, I'll take the fight, and she won. Took her down, submitted.
It's a great story, and very cautious about passing judgment or assuming somebody who's 4'9" and under 105 pounds is not going to put you down. Reyes able to do it.
Yeah, good way though of Reyes and moving around, but she needs to keep those hands up when she throws into her shots. Keep that chin down. She kept getting hit by NATALIE. Now Reyes hit NATALIE. Kind of shook her there a bit.
Schlesinger taking the center of the jaula. Reyes staying active. It's been stand-up affair, a couple times caught in the clinch. Schlesinger in predatorial mode. Reyes punches out.
She has to be a bit more composed. Reyes is coming in swinging, but leaving those gaps opening for NATALIE to strike. She needs to be a little
Left hand
careful
connects
there.
for Schlesinger. Caught Reyes coming in. Good stand-up principles by both these fighters.
Yeah, good strategy on Reyes' camp of saying to work the body, work the body. There's no doubt here that the height difference, so that can work to her benefit if she works on that midsection of NATALIE.
Reyes shoots in, unable to bring down the single leg. Good footwork from both these fighters, covering the jaula very well.
Yeah, but see how she comes rushing in, Reyes, but she keeps that open, that face is just wide open. Keep that guard up. You have to be careful. NATALIE has some power in those hands.
Well, Reyes is trying to put some bait in there, trying to put a hook and see if she can get Schlesinger. That time she caught her.
Yeah, a different type of Reyes compared from the last time. She's more aggressive.
Another single leg, that one works a little better, still not down yet.
And you could tell those butterflies, they're just out the window. This is a different fighter here this time around.
Big fight as Schlesinger with a chance to grind on a guillotine. Reyes does what you're supposed to. I mean, you get your hand in there. It's not really a threatening position, but it can be very quickly.
Yeah, it's just a matter of keeping that chin down so she won't have that
Reyes
grip.
is out.
Won't be surprised if Reyes pushes off, maybe switches the levels. Good hooks here by NATALIE, working the body. Maybe she can sneak in a knee.
Again, this atomweight division's been spectacular. Ana Palacios has been close to untouched, but a lot of fighters want a shot at her. Claire Lopez is number 2. Gloria Bravo, number 3. We saw tiny Mexa Daniela Hernandez in our last card. Very impressive, coming in at number 4.
Impressive fighters in this division, none to say the least.
It's good. This is a division where there's some good fights to be made next year.
Very good stuff. And as you mentioned, you know, we are global. We just had our first Korean female compete this year against Ana Palacios. Definitely some
Chilean
star power
in that top four,
yep.
A French woman as well.
Definitely a star out there, and you're seeing him inside La Jaula.
A lot of fighters also could feel a little more comfortable at 115 straw weight as Schlesinger sits down Reyes and goes into the guard.
Now Reyes does have that good jiu-jitsu here. Let's see how she works it. Natalie does have some good ground and pound game as well.
1 minute to go.
Let's see what she can do here. They're very close to La Jaula, which doesn't allow you for many opportunities, but that's why she's trying to push. Reyes is trying to push herself off, trying to bring this a little bit away from it so she could work.
Schlesinger coached by James Meals and Sean Shorty Rock Santella.
Reyes trying to grab that left arm of Schlesinger. Natalie. See if she can find something.
Good finish here by Schlesinger. She's looking to finish it here potentially, but at the very least she's put in her position to win this opening round.
She might, oh, someone busted open. I think some blood there, or is it just a bit, no, there's just some blood there, Max, already.
Final seconds here of this first round.
There's some blood there.
And we will make it to round two. And
someone is leaking there, Max.
yeah,
I think
it's
Natalie, right?
coming out of the nose of Schlesinger. And it's unfortunately all over the face of Reyes, so it's hard to figure out, but they're attending to it.
All right. Let's take a look at the highlights, Max. Here, different type of Reyes compared to the first time around. She was exchanging from the start, now holding back. Look at that right hook that connected on Natalie's chin, shook her up a bit, but she followed through. Natalie herself had her pair of hands working in here in this maneuver. Let's see what the second round is all about. Get ready. Second chapter.
Round two, a fight fought in some tight quarters at the end of round one. Generally a stand-up affair till the end, and that likely benefits Schlesinger. We are thrilled to be with you, Jaula side, for this final card of 2022. We're wrapping up an incredible year for Combate with Rodolfo Roman. I am Max Bretos.
Again, Max is doing the same thing too with Reyes. She comes rushing in with the head down, exposing herself. She needs to be careful. She needs to just get that chin down, the body up.
That was wild coming in. She got caught. Yeah. She comes in again.
And listen, being wild is great, but you leave yourself that opportunity of getting hit. I mean, it makes a great highlight reel, don't get me wrong, if you're able to get it, but this is MMA. You got to protect yourself at all times, protect any opportunity. You can't keep those hands up at all times. Check kicks.
And both these fighters last in action in May. Almost a question mark kick kind of come on the inside track from Reyes. Something different from her.
Natalie just mounted. Now, I'm seeing just a bit of from what we saw from that first fight, where she'll come in and then she'll backpedal and move around, but not being aggressive. Not what we saw in the first round from Reyes.
You can see some power in the punches from Reyes. She's not connecting, just missing there. And credit to Schlesinger, it's just very compact and effective.
Schlesinger, listen, she knows the top of opponent. She smells blood. And that's why she's being very patient, waiting her to come in, and that's where she attacks.
She's smelling blood, literally and figuratively, Rodolfo. As you can see, she
here it is.
It's engaged again. I don't know if Reyes is all that comfortable in these situations. Again, going for that single leg takedown.
I won't be surprised if she takes it down to the floor again. She did have some success at the end of the first round.
Schlesinger winning according to two of the judges in that first round. But it was close.
It was a close one. But the takedown there was the difference.
Reyes sits down on that takedown attempt of Schlesinger. It's not going to prevent it, though.
And I think we're going to see a repeat of what we saw in that first round, but more time for her. She has more time to work.
And Schlesinger will be content to keep it down here. She's been good in the grappling and the stand-up.
You see what Reyes could do on the ground. I know she has she's decorated in the jiu-jitsu game, although she does have that stand-up background. But she's very effective. Again, going back to that story in the amateur level, submitting a male opponent as fast as a blink of an eye. And now, be careful. Look at Reyes looking for that right arm, trying to search for something. Maybe a Kimura.
Got some wrist control, now brings her body to leverage it a bit. Reyes has to be careful, approaching 2 minutes to go in round 2. It's been a really nice fight for Schlesinger in her Combate debut.
So Natalie here is doing a perfect play. What she's doing is she's pushing Reyes to the jaula so she could just ground and pound as much as he can, land some body shots, and just try to finish out the fight. Good game plan on Natalie.
Crawling up there. And Reyes can do nothing but defend this. It's one-way traffic via the attack into side control here for Schlesinger.
And now Natalie is just going to make it very difficult for Reyes, trying to push her off away from La Jaula so she can't escape by pushing herself off of it. And she got the toes and the feet there. The feet are, the toes are on the jaula there for a second.
She's looking to take the back.
Yeah, there it is.
Taking the back and now peppering away Reyes. Raul Porata gets in close.
Reyes may be in trouble, Max.
Still a lot of time on the clock.
Searching for the rear naked.
Schlesinger continues to hit. Reyes able to adjust a little bit to buy herself some time. 1 minute remaining.
Reyes is in trouble.
This is really impressive from Schlesinger, Rodolfo. You see a whole lot of movement and adjustments and transitions.
Great stuff from her. And then nasty elbows from Natalie. Reyes right now is just really stuck. She just can't get out, doesn't know how to get herself out of this. And right now, honestly, it's just a matter of hip positioning, getting yourself off, pushing off your opponent. But Reyes is she just can't get out.
And if it goes to a third round, Schlesinger knows the game plan. Get this to the ground, a superior grappler.
She might have a triangle choke right here, Max. If she turns around.
This is pretty first rates. This is, high-level stuff from Schlesinger.
If Natalie's trying to get that right leg over to move, she may have it. She has to squeeze in there, but not enough time.
We are going to round 3. Dominant second round. It was a good round for Schlesinger. 2 of the 3 judges gave her the nod. It was a comprehensive second round, no doubt about it. She just got into those positions a lot earlier.
Yeah, she was smart enough. She knows where her holes was, and that's to take that fight to the ground. Reyes, again, very loopy coming in, opening, exposing herself, getting hit there a couple of times from Natalie. She did very creative with a kick. Natalie just brushed it off and smiled. And listen, if it worked in the first round, it'll work in the second. And this is pretty much it the rest of the round. Just working from the ground, searching for submissions, landing in some elbows. Perhaps she finishes it off in the last round.
Back here for the third round. Clearly Schlesinger won round 2, Rodolfo. What does Reyes have to do if she wants to win it? Has to finish the fight in the third round, has to stay on her feet, I would imagine.
2 ways, KO or submission, and right now she has more of an opportunity of a KO, Max. She did not have much success on the ground.
Pardon me, Rodolfo. Both fighters damaged on their legs. Some big welts from the kicks earlier on, and now Reyes going to where there is some damage on Schlesinger, snuffs out that shoot.
Good way for Reyes of stopping Schlesinger from that takedown. Now, what I've noticed from Reyes is there's a way where you gotta throw that kick, right? She's had a couple of times where she's literally just kicked there. She has to come in more close.
Oh, good left hand by Reyes, in and out. I've been improved with the stand-up and the footwork. I've been really impressed for Reyes. She's just got caught a couple times, and that's been the story of the fight. Another good combo.
No doubt. It's a different fighter from the first time that we rushed. She's not conservative. She's aggressive. She's pushing pace. But then sometimes it almost seems like she just kind of goes back to her safeguard, if you want to say, and she'll backpedal.
She is strong too. Reyes held off that takedown. Unfortunately, unfortunately for Reyes, Schlesinger pushes on. And by the way, Schlesinger, big extreme athlete, skateboarder, snowboarder. That has to help you, as Raul Porata is going to break them. That has to help you in MMA with coordination and so many other departments.
And I think that helps you more a lot, Max, in the mental aspect of it. When you do those type of, great takedown there.
And that is bad news for Reyes. That was too easy for Schlesinger.
When you do those type of extreme sports, Max, mentally, it just prepares you where you're inside the action of La Jaula. And listen, you got to be a special person to get in there. I mean, let's just start off with that. It's easier said than done to compete inside La Jaula, going up a person.
Yeah, if you're an MMA athlete, you're a snowboarder, I'm pretty sure you're going to the double black diamond hills. Otherwise, you're not going down the easy way, easy routes.
You're not doing any virtual reality stuff. No, you're doing the real thing.
The high gradient stuff. You can see that left leg got beat up pretty good by Reyes, but it's not bothering Schlesinger. She continues to fight a fantastic fight through 3 rounds.
Yeah,
the game plan.
That left hamstring, Max, of
it is really red. Oof. Doesn't seem to be bothering her. The numbers suggest a huge advantage, and certainly the 3-zip on the takedown's a big part. Reyes trying to work on an armbar.
Now she's trying. Well, the Schlesinger is just so good with using her weight, balancing it, making it very difficult for Reyes to work. As soon as she sends something, she'll move that body. See how now she's trying to go to the side, making it difficult here. And this is a good shot opportunity. She brings Reyes closer to the jaula to land in some shots and making it very difficult for her to get out.
Come on, Blue. Schlesinger, maybe just want to take a safe route here, and I think that's what we're seeing, although she's trying to get that leg through and get through the guard of Reyes.
Well, it's been working. It's been working, and if it's been working for the past, almost 12, 13 minutes, then stick to it. Now she has a chance to finish it. She just has to put that pedal there to the metal and finish it off.
Reyes trying to sit up. Her corner's trying to get her to sit up. It's something as Reyes tries to open up a audio line with her corner, but Schlesinger is just a blanket looking to take the back.
Here, Reyes needs to be cautious. Natalie, you can see it from a mile away. She's trying to work that rear naked choke. She's trying to wrap that body lock.
Triangle.
She has it right there. And
Schlesinger
there it is.
Rear naked. Now Reyes
she
in
may be in trouble, Max. She may have something.
It's under the chin. Reyes with the feet up in. Then she's gotten out. She turned.
Now she has the mount. I can't see from this angle, but
she does have the mount.
There it is.
And Reyes is just in the firing line now with about 45 seconds to go.
She needs to throw everything in the kitchen sink, the elbows, the fists, and she could just wrap this one up.
Reyes was a pretty game fighter, but Schlesinger just got better and better as the fight has wore on. And I love the fact, Rodolfo, she's still trying to finish this fight.
She has a lot of heart. There's no doubt about that. Reyes does want to impress everyone here.
Another rear naked attempt. It's a lot of hard work to get up on that back again.
I mean, Reyes is doing enough to defend, but not to impress.
Another attempt at the rear naked. She's sliding down the side. Reyes flattens out again. Raul Porata, it's not under the chin, but the damage has been done.
The Black Spartan.
He's the best in the business at 135.
Woo!
Again, Martinez.
He's in trouble.
On the left. He put him down. The Black Spartan has done it again.
Your winner, by way of technical knockout, el ganador por knockout técnico, the Black Spartan, David Martinez. This is the main event.
Oh, the kick to Martinez. Osuna dropped him. Martinez giving him nothing. More clubbing. Osuna can't get up.
In trouble here.
Oh, that may be in trouble. They stopped him. David Martinez retains the title.
Can David
David Martinez retain his championship belt? Don't miss his return to La Jaula in 2023. Combate Global, much more action.
We are back here, Combate Global, and I just noticed the Natalie Schlesinger nickname, Natty Ice. She may have a good sponsorship in her future. Maybe. Official decision time. Let's go to Lupe Contreras.
Los jueces Streisand y Mirasola entregan tarjetas idénticas de 30 a 27. Judges Streisand y Mirasola scored about identically at 30 to 27. Y el juez Rodríguez anotó 29 a 28. Judge Rodríguez scores at 29 to 28. All in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. Los tres a favor de la vencedora por decisión unánime. Natty Ice, Natalie Schlesinger.
So a big win, the first in Combate, and Natalie Schlesinger improves her record to 2-1, ends 2022 with a big victory in, again, this atomweight division that is to be reckoned with here in Combate Global.
Great work for Schlesinger against Reyes, who returned for La Jaula for the second time. More aggressive we saw Reyes this time around compared to her debut, especially in that first round when she was connecting some hooks, great counters. But the difference was right here on the ground game with Schlesinger, taking the fight to the ground, where basically she did anything that she wanted to. Reyes was just very confused, just couldn't find an opportunity to land a submission. She did work some potential arm bars or whatnot, or even Cremores, but it just wasn't there, wasn't effective. It was Schlesinger who was able to use her body weight. She did try to search for that submission. She did try to finish off the fight in the second and third round, but she just came a little too late. But it's all right. She pulled out the victory here by way of unanimous decision. Great work from this young lady who made her debut inside La Jaula in 2022. Great work, great takedown. Congratulations. Bienvenidos.
Nice balance between the grappling and the striking from Schlesinger, because we saw the numbers too. Yeah, that's really impressive.
That's well-rounded, and she knew how to shift gears, right? She knew how to, and look at the numbers are there. Right there, that's a standout right there. Those takedowns, 3-0. The shots, the punches that were connecting, 178 or 54. That's just very impressive numbers there, Max.
Yeah, really impressive, and just looked good in those boxing stances, and clearly very good in the takedowns. Big part while she was victorious. Much more action coming your way. We head to the lightweight division in our next matchup. Don't forget the huge main card awaiting you. But first, Richie Palomino and Bam Bam Velasco. One fight under the wraps, and it was a triumphant performance from Natalie Schlesinger. Everyone looking to seize the opportunity, knowing with a victory you can go to the boss's office and ask for some action in 2023. We don't know when we'll be back 2023. You check your local listings, it'll be sooner than you think. So much to look forward to as this company's going worldwide. Some big news that we'll hope to share with you soon about the reach for Combate Global in the not too distant future. In Miami, the home of Combate Global.
A1A.
See where we go. A1A, Detroit Avenue. Of course, we see Miami. We also have all of South Florida considered here. And the fighters come here. And again, so many great gyms in Miami and in Florida, and it's everywhere. They come here to fight. It's the return of Alex Velasco. Last time we saw him here was July of 2021. Richie Palomino hit the opponent here at 155. Let's go to Lupe.
Entrando a la jaula, Richie Palomino.
Richie Palomino back since his defeat to Gilbert Castillo back in August. He's a fighter out of Orange County, Irvine, California, and representing Mexico. He did lose that fight last time out. We saw a lot of positives from Palomino and how he is inside the jaula. Tough guy who certainly can throw when required. Expect some action from him.
Yeah, it's tough as a rock, and the difference in that fight was the wrestling. Right, Gilbert just wrestled and wrestled and wrestled. In the striking game, though, Palomino is just sharp. He trains with the likes of former world champ Carlos Esparza and Team Oyama, so there's no doubt that this man is a killer inside La Jaula. So expect a lot of back and forth and a man that's not afraid to brawl.
Let's go back to Lupe Contreras.
Su oponente, Alex Velasco.
Alex, or Alejandro, just call him Bam Bam, another fighter from Ensenada who has had quite a history with Combate. And Rodolfo will go back to February 2019 when he knocked out Javier Blair Reyes, the same Javier Blair Reyes who is currently the #1 ranked featherweight in Combate. He's had some ups and downs, certainly, but he's had some real big ups.
This man, too, just like Palomino, can trade and exchange and is not afraid to brawl. But one thing that stands out about him, he has great takedowns, especially he has a lot of power in him. So expect these two just to go toe to toe. And he told me, what have you been doing? I asked him, I said, what have you been doing lately in your training? Nothing. Just the same thing I've been doing all the time.
But not nothing, just the same.
Yeah.
Nothing new.
He hasn't fun sometimes and taking a little break here to focus on his fight game. And this is a fresh fighter. We've seen fighters, when they take a little break, they come back meaner.
With some freshness, yeah.
And tougher.
He was fighting a lot when we last saw him in Combate, a couple fights in 2009. Actually, it was a main event against Eric Sanchez in May of 2019 as we go head-to-head, cara-a-cara. Two experienced fighters. Velasco, 3 years, the senior, both coming in at 5'9". A significant reach advantage for Palomino, who did come in overweight. This was to be in the lightweight division. We're ready for fights. Let's go to Lupe Contreras.
Continuamos con mucha más acción. Este duelo, 3 vueltas a un peso pactado a 162 libras. We continue with much more action this bout. At a catch weight of 162 pounds, los jueces, the judges, John Rupert, Mark Streisand y Dorian Mirasola. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. Presentando la esquina azul, vestido de rojo, presenting the blue corner, wearing red. Marcó un peso oficial de 161 libras y 3/4 on the scale. He registered an official 161 3/4 pounds en su 10º combate, con 5 victorias y 4 derrotas, y enters la jaula for the 10th time as a professional, with 5 victories against 4 losses. Fighting out of Santa Ana, California, RICHE Palomino. En la esquina opuesta, vestido de negro in the opposite corner, wearing black, marcó un peso oficial de 155 libras y tipped the scales, an official 155 pounds. Con un récord profesional de 8 victorias y 5 derrotas, y enters la jaula with a pro record of 8 victories against 5 losses. De Ensenada, Baja California, México, Alex Bam Bam Velasco. El referee, Josh Rutgers.
Josh Rutgers, the third inside the jaula.
We already went over the rules in the locker room. If there's any questions, ask them now. If not, protect yourself at all times. Do everything you can within the rules to win. Most importantly, best of luck. God bless, gentlemen. Judges ready. Judges ready.
Ready for our next fight to put a wrap on this preliminary fight. There's Richie Palomino and Alex Velasco, both heavily tatted. It's Palomino in the red. I know you like to look at the tattoos. Does one stick out in particular? They're both they're heavy-chested.
Yeah, they both have great artwork, I gotta say. But one thing that does stand out, Max, and it will stand out to the fans watching the fight, is the striking. Both of these guys just love to strike. But the edge slightly goes to Velasco when it goes to the ground. Does have some submission victories here.
Velasco looks good in that clinch. He gets out of there, but you can see the strength. And that's going to be a through line to this fight is the freshness. And already you see Velasco.
There it is, trying to go to the ground. And listen, if you look at that fight that Palomino had with Gerard, but if you stick to that game plan, I mean, that's a roadmap to victory.
The pace very fast early on. I mean, this is just 30, 40 seconds in. And looking for that rubber guard here for Palomino to quell the hard-charging Velasco, who looks like a man with a plan right now.
Velasco just powerful of the two. Although Palomino there coming out just a slightly...
Something brewing there. Maybe an armbar underneath there. Velasco's
Palomino, baby. Palomino may pull this one off here. Velasco's not careful.
Now he gets stand up. Velasco settles around.
Well, Palomino showing off some of that ground game.
Beautiful triangle there by
He's not letting
Palomino,
go too, Max.
And Velasco's really trapped. Trying to get out there.
Velasco's
has the
getting
control.
red, man. He made
He's got
something.
Now the armbar. It's coming from all angles here.
Yeah, Velasco's losing the power. He may even go to sleep. I mean, his head is just turning red, Max.
But those are tight.
He's having it tight. Yeah,
boy.
See, there's not much movement there, Max. Velasco could be in trouble.
Josh Rucker's got to keep on. The hands are still active here for Velasco, but it looks mighty uncomfortable. Not a position you want to be in. But now he's got a little breathing room. Any time you can get a breath. Palomino's not quitting. He's like a boa constrictor here.
He let go of that. Now he got a little break, but that arm and he gets out.
Wow, that was exhausting. And now the rear, now the taking the back here.
Good way for Velasquez composing himself, breathing to that difficult moment and coming through. And another opportunity here for victory. Great slam.
Big slam dropping there. Velasco showing that he still has plenty in his tank.
And this is a good chance for him to catch that breath and recuperate.
Will he do another little suplex there, drop?
Great way at Palomino, though, trying to rip that grip. Velasquez not letting go of it.
This is exhausting to watch. I can't even imagine what it's like inside the howler. Another big drop there from Velasco.
Good way, though, Palomino, that he's trying to push up those hips.
Looking for a line of fire, Velasco.
Yeah, he's just trying to find that opportunity to get up, push up the hips, and take this fight to the feet. Velasco
again on the back.
Yeah, Velasco's just not letting go.
Under 2 minutes to go. Velasco, who looked like he was off the precipice of potentially losing this fight. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was in control the whole time.
Palomino's just trying to spin around, break that grip.
Palomino's reaction, he was taken down early and he was able to adjust.
But look at Palomino, he does have working on that left arm.
Just really intrepid. He always has something up his sleeve. That's a really well prepared fighter. Maybe a chance to catch a breath. This is heavy lifting for both guys in an intense first round.
Look at Velasquez's right leg trying to trip Palomino and take it to the floor. Great knee. Oh, great. Trying to add some elbows and kicks. Now this is where Palomino likes to fight.
Now they go back to the center of the howler. Palomino with a chance. Not much behind that first kick. Velasco returns. Kind of leans into that left foot for a reason. Not sure if there was something bothering with him. It looks okay. I think both guys a little weary after all the action of this first round.
Trying to
they
catch
get in the center of the howler. I go, wait a minute. Let's just, and they look at each other. Let's
slow down here, buddy.
Good uppercut.
Okay, yeah. I love how Velasco comes in with those elbows.
He protects himself, no?
Yep.
Good right hand by Palomino, responded by Velasco.
Beautiful. Snook in that hook. Or sorry, snook in that uppercut. Great way of checking that kick. Great front kick from Velasco.
Palomino returns.
Palomino.
Tit for tat here. Entertaining opening round. Two guys that really want it, really need it.
Yeah, I anticipated this, Max. This could be a fun fight to watch.
It's going to be a fun fight to watch. It's going to be a very tough fight to judge. Palomino with that takedown right at the end. Outstanding stuff, and we saw, I mean, everything. Saw some stand-up, you saw some submission attempts, also pretty good submission defense.
Yeah, Velasco here taking down Palomino to the ground, slammed him 2 times, And then you're going to see it right here. Another one. Bam! Right straight down to the canvas. Velasco working on the ground game. But look at these elbows he was throwing in there. Very Muay Thai, beautiful elbows coming in. And he snuck in an uppercut there, right in the pocket. Good work from both these guys.
Seconds up, riders up, let's go.
We are back. Both fighters getting a much-deserved breather in their corners. Let's see what they can do here ahead of round two. Richie Palomino looking to get his MMA career on the right tracks, coming in at 5-4, back-to-back defeats. This was a decorated amateur, 7-1 from the Southern California area. And then Bam Bam Velasco, as we've well documented, 8-5, 1 TKO, 6 submission victories, taking a step away from mixed martial arts. And now he's back, hoping with some fresh ideas and a fresh body.
Yeah, what's going to be the point, the key here, Max, is that cardio. We saw in that first round that both of the men just released a lot of energy. So let's see how much they compose themselves between rounds, catch their breath, and pick up the pace. Right now, Velasco looks really good. But great Muay Thai stand-up. See how he has that left leg lifting up. Very Muay Thai stand-up.
Bam Bam Velasco, we talked about the victory over Javier Reyes. He also fought Daniel Rodriguez, D-Rod, who now won 4 fights at UFC back in 2018. We talked about Eric Sanchez in a main event fight. Tommy Aaron, his most recent fight. He's had very good opponents. He is seasoned and ready. Richie Palomino with a couple defeats, both in Combate in 2022. This is his 3rd fight this year. Uppercut, down to the leg.
Beautiful work from Velasco. I'm just so impressed with that Muay Thai that he's using here, because usually you see a lot of elbows, but the way he's doing it is just textbook Muay Thai. Not Palomino. We saw in that first round, he did have some shots there of some potential submissions. Velasco was able to escape, but will he be able to do the same if he gets kind of second round?
A lesson learned for Velasco when he gets into these situations, because that triangle that Palomino was able to put on, he's trying to do something similar here in round 2. Probably doesn't want to be on the ground, but he was pretty adaptive the first time around.
He's like a sleeping giant in the ground.
Don't wake him up. Such a fascinating part of this sport, and Velasco is, you can see, he is aggressive, but making sure where he puts his hands and his feet.
And look at that arm, Palomino trying to grab onto something.
Palomino able to get back. He's got tremendous dexterity, continues to move with his back on the canvas.
The way of landing those elbows there.
Palomino doing some damage, or trying to.
What's good about Palomino is that even though he's in the position, he's able to compose himself, trying to find the right opportunity.
Look at that,
in.
coming across, spins across.
But now give the back. You don't want everyone to do that one there. Just great wrestling from Velasco. Bam, bam, spinning around.
I got to tell you, Rodolfo, Palomino with his defense of the submissions is an incredible counter fighter in these submissions. I've seen this before.
Yeah, there's no doubt. When it comes to the ground game, he's able to find that chance to escape, no matter where you put him.
Velasco's having a field day with his back, certainly when they're upright. That's maybe the 3rd slam suplex in this fight. And again, when they get to the center of the howler after all that, a little leggy. Good combination, uppercut to seal it for Velasco.
I see Velasco just a bit tired, and I can tell you why. Look at that back foot. It's almost not a balance. He's not putting a lot of weight on it.
There might be something there. We saw that in the first round. He didn't want to put too much weight.
I mean, at one point I saw him with a very Muay Thai stance, but now it's changed. He's not leveled. But you're right. Maybe something happened there that we missed.
Fascinating fight here because of the ability of the counters for both these guys. More so Palomino, and it's keeping Velasco at bay.
Yeah, what Palomino needs to do is work on that striking, keep him at bay, use that left, that jab to set it up, that right hand. And they'll benefit. Just keep him away. Keep him away. Stick and move.
Back in that clinch.
And right now, Max, I'm going to have to say yes. Velasco did have a takedown, slam.
Palomino's hands
But
taken out of
Palomino
the
kind of
cage
picking
from
up the
Josh
pace here.
Rutgers.
He's kind of picking up the pace, Palomino.
Some elbows from Velasco. 30 seconds, under 30 seconds to go here in round 2.
More elbows. Love it. Love that Muay Thai.
Now a
Grab more
chance to
elbows.
exchange. Palomino's got to dig deep here. He gets these positions rarely. There is blood on his forehead.
Yeah, one of those elbows
One of
just
those
did-
elbows connected. And you got Dusty Rhodes style blood flow here at the end of round 2. This is great stuff. This is really great stuff, and two guys not willing to concede as they'll tend to the cut on the forehead. That is elbow all day.
I'm gonna
the
have
old
to say-
Spanish archer.
Velasco's just trying to go for a KO with those elbows. They're just vicious and nasty. Look at him, he sets him up, pushing him up wherever he can. Just elbow after elbow. That Muay Thai background is evident. And then the slam here, the takedown from Velasco. You see another beautiful slam from the man, which, mind you, it looks great on paper, but it does take a lot of energy out of you. I know a lot of fans love that stuff, but boy, does it take a lot of stuff. Let's see what we're all about in the last round of this fight.
We are back here for round 3. We do have official scoring. We'll pass that on to you, and they'll take a look there at the cut of Palomino. He looks pretty clean.
It's all right. Shout out to the cut man. A lot of hard work. And we've had some nasty cuts this year.
Yeah, we have. And we can relive them. And by the way, all nice embrace between two solid professionals. Check out the entire library of 2022 cards on Paramount Plus, all available for you. Good entertainment. We've also seen that it's popping up on CBS Sports Channel. Lots of great MMA here for Combate and much more lying ahead. This one goes straight to the ground. This time Palomino on top.
He flipped the page on this one, taking a push of Velasco, and now he's working around the ground game. Has the back, trying to wrap those legs around, trying to find a figure 4 leg lock. And now, Max, Palomino may be searching for a rear naked choke, but bam, bam, just flipped around. And now he has the upper hand, or he's more than likely gonna land some elbows, maybe some shots to the body. A lot of control from his hand, from himself, controlling his body weight, its movement, attacking at the same time. But Palomino, again, lurking for a triangle.
I think Palomino prefers to be in this situation at this point, and he just wants Velasco to take the bait.
It's been two things he's been searching. He has a triangle and an armbar.
Maybe both.
Perhaps. And there it is. And
this is what we saw in the first round.
And now he's turning
Big
back.
squeeze.
He tapped it. Wow, he finally got him.
Richie Palomino from the jaws of defeat with a massive victory submission.
Out of the darkness, Palomino prevails with that unexpected submission.
Velasco can only laugh after all that happened here. Palomino.
And we didn't get the scorecards for the second round. I wanted to see. More than likely, he was probably ahead.
The blood flows, but it's got to feel good, maybe taste good in a second. He loves to go fishing with his family, and apparently he threw out the rod. Velasco bit. Palomino victorious. Much more as we'll get the official decision. The importance etched on the face of Richie Palomino. That was tremendous. I really enjoyed that. I know you did too, Rodolfo, because it was a chess match. Back and forth, stand up, down on the ground, what you could do. Palomino going defensive to eventually find the win.
Well, what's impressive was Palomino was so composed. Despite all the takedowns and the slam, he was just sold that he was gonna get this submission one way or another. And through difficulties, he found that opportunity to land that submission. And I mean, hey, kudos to Velasco. Dude, those elbows, vicious.
We are back, and there's a big grin on the face of Alex Velasco. He lost this via submission. I think he is just impressed by how it went down and the fact that this was a real, legit, hard fight, and that's what he signed up for.
Didn't sign up for a walk in the park,
Did
Max.
not. He goes. He enjoyed that.
He didn't come here for a paycheck. He came to fight.
Thoroughly enjoyed the warfare inside the jaula. And Richie Palomino, now let's remember, he came in a little heavy. He's got to work on that, got to make weight, because at 155, you can see this is a really talented guy. And he looks to make some inroads. To Lupe Contreras for the official decision.
La esquina azul aplica el triángulo, obligando a su rival a darse por vencido con un tiempo oficial de 1 minuto, 28 segundos del tercer episodio. The blue corner sinks in the triangle, forcing his opponent to tap with an official time of 1 minute 28 seconds of round number 3. Your winner, by way of submission, el ganador por sumisión, Richie Palomino.
Richie Palomino improves to 6-4 with the triangle choke submission. And ends that 2-fight losing streak and gets back to his winning ways. You know, this is a guy who, prior to those 2 losses in 2022, won 4 straight. So 5 wins in 7, not too shabby for a guy who has a lot to look forward to next year.
Not bad, and it shows the work that he's put in. He's a well-rounded fighter. It showed here tonight, not just a striker, as he took on Bam Bam. Beautiful right hand from Palomino. But that first and second, you know, a lot of it went to Bam Bam Velasco, especially with the takedowns, working on the ground game. But what's very impressive was Palomino always kept composed, very relaxed, waited for the right opportunity so he can land a submission. There were some positions there, some opportunities where he was in trouble. But he said, hey, I'm going to live to see another day. I'm going to move as much as I can, grab that opportunity, and here is the triangle choke where he finally caught it. He attempted about 2-3 times. There were several times. But hey, third time's the charm. In the third round, he submitted his opponent.
And again, Alex Velasco can do nothing but smile as he had to respect the wherewithal of Richie Palomino to not concede. 5 takedowns for Velasco. He was probably on his way to winning this fight.
Yeah.
Tremendous. Good equilibrium in the stats, though. Richie Palomino with a victory that is sweet as candy. Preliminaries are over. We head to the main card next. Back here, Combate Global. Fantastic preliminary action. I think you will agree with us. We say it every time, but it always comes home to roost. Here is what lies ahead. Let's start with Eddie Perez, Bruno, and Ovidio Bojorquez. Bojorquez, the author of one of the best knockouts we have ever seen in Combate Global. Eddie Perez, your fighter with everything on his sleeve. And then the main event, Christian PUAS Perez. An absolute marketing wonder boy, but he's so good inside the jaula. And what do we expect from the Colombiano Ordonez? That is your main event. We also have MARITZA, Sanchez, and Begley. But it's all about PUAS. It's his fight, but he's got to make sure to not slip up on this big stage.
Irlanda Galindo.
It's tight now. Kimura. Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
Jesus Christ!
Summers snapping the arm of Galindo. Oh my! And you could hear it. Irlanda Galindo has just walked out on her own footing, obviously holding that arm. Spend the night in a hospital, maybe several nights.
but that is the nature of this business.
Hola, soy Irlanda Galindo y estaré de regreso en la jaula en el 2023 con mucha más acción.
For the final time in 2022, coming your way with mucho más acción. It's going to be another fantastic evening. It already has been as we head towards the main card here in our city, which is Miami, where all the action happens, where the fighters come, because they know this is one of the best MMA cities, certainly in the country and in the world. It all happens inside La Jaula. And that's where we'll see the main event featuring Christian PUAS Perez, looking to improve to 11-1. A fighter that not many of us know about. We know Gilbert Ordonez was fighting in Central Europe and going up against some big Polish, German fighters. This is a little different. It's still an unknown quantity coming into this fight. Some short notice, and now PUAS Perez has to adjust because he has everything to lose. 2023, after a 2022 to remember, could be even bigger. And we're talking about that rematch with Enrique Baby Bull Gonzalez. That is later, as is Maritza, Sanchez, and Begley. We'll get it all started with what we believe could be the fight of the night between Perez, BRUNO, and Ovidio Bojorquez. Perez, he had a big layoff. He's 31, but he feels fresh as he's gotten excited about MMA again. 8 years older than Bojorquez. Bojorquez is a massive welterweight at 6'1", 5-inch advantage. We're at 170. Both guys hit it. Perez a tinge over 170-pound limit.
Las reglas oficiales de la jaula, 3 vueltas de 5 minutos, 3 jueces utilizando el sistema de 10 puntos. Este duelo, división peso welter, this bout. In the welterweight division, los jueces son, the judges are Vicente Rodríguez, John Rupert y Mark Streisand. Presentando la esquina azul, vestido de rojo con blanco, presenting the blue corner, wearing red with white. Sobre la báscula, marcó un peso oficial de 171 libras y un cuarto on the scale. He registered an official 171 1/4 pounds. En su cuarto combate, con 2 victorias y una derrota. In his 4th bout with 2 victories against 1 defeat. Hailing from the Bronx, New York, and now fighting out of Orlando, Florida, El Taíno, Perez BRUNO. Su contrario en la esquina roja, vestido de verde, his opposition in the red corner, wearing green, su peso oficial, 169 libras y 3 cuartos, his official weight, 169 3/4 pounds. Entra por quinta ocasión a la jaula, con 3 victorias y una derrota. He enters la jaula for the 5th time as a pro, with 3 victories against 1 defeat. Puro Hermosillo, Sonora, México, Ovidio Bojorquez. El referee internacional, Raúl Porrata.
Raúl Porrata, the 3rd inside La Jaula. And Bojorquez sizing him up already in that stance. Again, 6'1" here at 170. This is a division that Combate is going to really prioritize in 2023 to build that roster, and both these guys could be a big part of it. Round 1, Bojorquez in green. He was so explosive. It was an instant Rodolfo with his flying knee. We wonder, is that something he can do regularly? We'll find out here. Already applying the pressure.
Bojorquez, a knee right there to the chest. Oh my God, it could be quickly already. You know what I was gonna say was how the fight started a little slow because they both respect each other's power, but I think
uppercut.
Oh, we may be in trouble. We're gonna take that to the floor.
Intentions. Single leg by desperation. Perez BRUNO trying to hang on. Bojorquez shot out of a cannon here.
Wow.
Big combination.
And he's just working the body
shot.
Yeah, Perez going to the ground, trying to change up things here because Bojorquez is just too fast, too powerful with those hands, working the body.
Now he's starting to crank on the guillotine, separates again, and Perez looking for a place to hide.
Perez
He's
needs to
already
move.
got a big welt on his right eye.
Perez needs to move. There's that knee. He's been working a lot on that knee too, Max.
Works the front leg.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
That one just flushed him.
No,
Perez can't sit there and take that kind of punishment, but he can't take down Bojorquez either.
Wow, Bojorquez just shows so much confidence. Landing a shot, putting his hands down. So confident.
Look at the face of Perez. He's already taken another knee, but
This
he's
is-
fighting like...
Max, man, this is just back and
Oh,
forth.
that's it. That's it. Oh, they're going to stop it. They're going to stop and take a look at the eye. They're going to take a look at the left eye there of Perez, and if he's okay to
that's a-
fight. But
No,
look
there's no
at
cut
the
there, but look,
damage.
yeah. Both eyes underneath just bruised up.
It stops.
Doctor said,
They are Ovidio Bojorquez. Are you kidding me?
wow.
That is terrifying. The way he tore him to pieces. Perez was brave, but look at his face.
Wow.
This is a special fighter, folks. We mentioned it, Rodolfo. We saw him do it once. Could he do it again? He was even more impressive.
That man is brutal. Holy cow.
Hermosillo Sonora in the house.
Wow, impressive stuff. He came over here to be like, yo, this is what's up.
He came up.
Surely enough, he deserved it. Wow. That guy is a savage, man.
Getting better each time. This is what we love about Combate. It's a place where you can work on your craft. We didn't know anything about Ovidio Bojorquez back in September. Now we see an absolute killer.
Look at Perez's eyes, and I don't even think we hit 3 minutes.
My goodness. It was knee, it was punches. Wow. My, just a tremendous dismantling by Bojorquez. Perez is looking for a reason to keep going. He's talking to Raul Porata, but that right eye is completely shut.
Yeah, both of them are damaged. Wow.
We are back, and Ovidio Bojorquez, the man of the hour, taking all the headlines with 2 fights to go. He is now 4-1, all 4 victories by knockout or stoppage. And he is about to get his arm raised again for the second time here with Combate. Let's go to Lupe Contreras for the official decision.
El referee Raúl Porrata detiene el combate con un tiempo oficial de 1 minuto 42 segundos del primer episodio. Referee Raúl Porrata stops this contest with an official time of 1 minute 42 seconds of the very first round. Your winner, by way of TKO, el ganador por nocaut técnico, puro Hermosillo, Sonora, Ovidio Bojorquez.
Ovidio Bojorquez, 3-0 in 2022, 2-0 in Combate. Knockout or technical knockout in every one of his wins, and maybe the most impressive, he's that good, and he's a 6'1" welterweight.
This is what I'm waiting for right here, the highlights, because I want to see this stuff again. 1:42 seconds, that's all it took. But if you were to take a look at Oviedo, you would have, or Perez, you would have assumed that he probably fought for 50 minutes, but it was just 1:42 seconds. That's how much damage he received. Just knee after knee after knee after knee.
Beautiful clinch work.
Non-stop. Oh, that clinch wasn't going anywhere. Had a good grip in the back of the neck. He was just moving forward. And Perez went desperate measures, tried to take the fight to the ground. But Bojorquez was so good working the body, turtling him up. And again, he tried to go for the wrestling, just wasn't gonna happen. Look at that front kick. That's it. Raul Porrata stepped in, stopped the fight. To check on Perez, that was good enough. Look at that front kick right there, straight to the face. That was the one that alerted Porrata.
And they
Have the
brought
doctor
the
check
doctor
it.
in,
Yep.
and they would not continue. And I will say this about Ovidio Bojorquez. In 2023, we're going to get a new welterweight ranking. He has to be number 1. Has to be number 1, because we have not seen anything like that.
Wow.
Just
great stuff.
mind-blowing.
Great stuff.
Campbell McLaren approves. But a remarkable quick work. And Rodolfo, what you said, and this is what's coming up, but we're still reeling, that's what you look like after 15 minutes
Right.
in the
That's
jaula.
only a minute 42 seconds.
Wow. Still got a lot to go, including the main and co-main event. La Jaula collecting itself, and Ovidio Bojorquez, we continue to tell his story. He was 8-0 as an amateur, so maybe we shouldn't be too surprised, but we got his first look here. Didn't know what to expect in September against Matthew Colquhoun, and he had that flying knee, and don't get near those knees. You've been forewarned, whoever gets inside the Jaula with him. Up next. Back here inside the Jaula Combate Global, already with 3 incredible storylines from our first 3 fights. We're now in the main card. We have 2 fights to go. The standard has been set. The bar is very high, but there's a very good chance it'll get matched. It's been matched along the way, including what we just saw, courtesy of Ovidio Bojorquez from Hermosillo, Sonora, another rising talent, and in a weight class that Combate, again, we said is going to prioritize in the upcoming year.
Still trying to catch my breath.
Look, we've been watching a lot of these fights. We haven't quite seen anything like that. And the Muay Thai clinch and what he was able to do. And we just want to point that Eddie Perez Bruno, a very accomplished fighter, had a winning streak here. Excellent amateur. His emotions on his sleeve, everyone to fight for. This was a huge moment for him in his career, and we expect to see him again, but he just ran into the wrong guy.
It's a roadblock.
The wrong night. And we'll give you any updates on the condition. Eddie was pretty stoic coming out.
Very bad news for you. You and your team are officially taken out of our contest. Our decision stands. You're out.
Make sure you check out the Battle of the Gyms on VIX, the streaming service for TUDN, our wonderful Spanish language partners, which we keep hearing these incredible numbers that they are producing for Combate. It's a big reason we are here, and this future is so rosy for this wonderful company, which I know Rodolfo and I speak so highly of. We're getting ready for the main event. In the near shot, Gilbert Ordonez. PUAS Perez behind him.
Now, Lobos boxing, you can tell they can move the line. She's coming in with this punch very tight.
Heading into that round 2, that was a beautiful combination by La Loba. Little left hook sneaks in there by Seliman. Nice combination there with the right hook landing for La Loba.
Acosta wants a stand-up fight.
La Loba, she's got such great striking. She's nice and composed in her striking and a clean.
Seliman with the striking.
Nicely done, Seliman.
A few scratches. And
she's doing great with those calf kicks. Nice right hook lands by Seliman. And another straight right land perfectly for Seliman. That was beautiful.
Acosta could see those coming. Can't do much about it. Oh, good left hand by Acosta. Overhand right. Stand-up favors Acosta, but Seliman showing her wherewithal. Sure, they're tuning in. See if they can get next. Acosta with a big right hand. And she's been inspired by it. She's coming in on the front foot.
Loba's going in.
Here we go.
La Loba smells blood in the water.
90 seconds to go. Oh, Acosta.
No, but I think that could be it.
She wolfs out has been yelled throughout La Jaula. Lucero Acosta, the best we've ever seen her.
Por decisión unánime, La Loba.
Lucero La Loba Acosta will be back in 2023. Combate Global, much more action.
You are looking at La Jaula, and we are waiting the main event. And what could it possibly do to top what we have seen? But I'll tell you, if there's one man who's capable of it, you're looking at him. Christian "PUAS" Perez, preparing for the challenge of Gilbert Ordonez, the Colombian who has taken in the road less traveled, the international path of MMA. And look at his face. He is not intimidated whatsoever. He wants to knock PUAS off his perch. Main event next. Back here, Combate Global. Main event time. From Miami, and so many fighters trained down here, including Christian "PUAS" Perez, part of the Coach Shed group, coming here to fine-tune his mixed martial artistry. And he will look to do it here against a fighter who took this fighter short notice, and now that certainly puts the ball in PUAS Perez's court. He has to show he is as good as ever, and if there's any entanglements, the shine comes off, something PUAS Perez cannot afford. But what about his opponent? Gilbert Ordonez, the Colombian who was recently fighting in Central Europe, now coming down to Miami to show folks what he's all about. Let's get to know Gilbert Ordonez.
Para mí es un honor representar a Colombia en este gran evento, ¿sabes? Y muy agradecido por Combate Global que me dio la oportunidad. El estilo de pelea actual es striker, ¿sabes? Y bueno, y un poco agresivo, y creo que los peleadores de ahora en día mucho les gusta ir al suelo, ¿sabes? Y usan mucho jiu-jitsu y eso, pero y creo que va a ser una pelea de striker, ¿sabes? Esperemos que sea un knockout, ¿no? Eso es lo que todo el mundo espera, pero bueno, que me conformo con dar una buena pelea, ¿sabes? Lo que pueden esperar de mí es un buen show y dejar el público contento.
Entrando a la jaula, Gilbert Ordonez Huila.
Gilbert Ordonez Huila, you can see he's very proud to represent Colombia. Hasn't fought since 4 months ago. There he was fighting some massive powerhouses in Central Europe, most recently in June. Some of the best Polish and German fighters. He gets a chance to don the Colombian flag, and we're seeing more and more quality coming out of Colombia. But this is like an old dog when it comes to MMA.
Yeah, right now he has a great heart. He's going to come in here with a great stand-up boxing. He can definitely strike and has taken in the likes of Marcelo Rojo and so many others. And there's no doubt, on book, on paper, this man has a lot of experience. Could be a challenge for PUAS.
His opponent, Christian "PUAS" Perez, 10-1. That one fight he is hoping to avenge in 2023 in the not too distant future. You know him, you love him. It's PUAS.
Mi familia me apoya mucho. Hemos tenido muchas cosas buenas y cosas malas que nos han pasado en la vida. Siempre nos hemos apoyado y no dudo que un día les voy a llevar un campeonato mundial. Yo se los prometí y eso va a llegar a ser. La hora y la era de PUAS ha llegado y yo creo que ya no necesito darles más show o darme más peleas para verificar que merezco ese campeonato. Con el paso de los años he cambiado mucho mi estilo de pelea. Aprendí a gastar solo energía en los momentos que sean necesarios. Entonces eso me ayuda a tener mejor experiencia como peleador. El hambre de querer ser el mejor, yo considero que eso la tengo desde pequeño. Yo creo que nací con ello. Yo quiero ser el de los buenos, el mejor. Que todos me reconozcan, dejar historia. Entonces, pues eso es lo que estoy luchando ahorita.
Su contáneo, CRISTIAN Perez.
Christian "PUAS" Perez, an absolute phenomenon. He's got the matinee idol looks. He's an incredible mixed martial artist, but he's also just an incredible athlete. And you can see the pedigree he comes in to this fight with. He is fighting for the third time in 2022. Knockout in the third round of Alicat Alvarez. Also beat Sebastian Santana via decision back in April.
I mean, there's nothing to say about this guy. Every time you see him, you know you're going to get excitement. You know you're going to get entertainment. And surely but sure, little by little, Max, this guy's becoming a household name. That guy that walked up to me today, I love the guy with the sombrero. What's his name again? PUAS. Yeah,
How can you forget PUAS?
Oh, man, he's just a great fighter. You're going to see it here tonight against Ordonez, but he can't fall asleep on him. Remember, we've seen him.
I think that's a fascinating angle to hear. Gilbert Ordonez is not intimidated. He doesn't know about the phenomenon of PUAS. He doesn't know about all the 10 victories he's had here. He knows he needs to win, and this will do a ton for his career. We're in the lightweight division. Both guys coming a little heavy. We go to Lupe.
Este es el duelo estelar de esta noche. 3 vueltas a un peso pactado a 162 libras. This is the main event. 3 rounds at a catch weight of 162 pounds. Los jueces son, the judges are Dorian Mirasola, Vicente Rodríguez y John Rupert. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. Presentando la esquina azul, vestido de amarillo, presenting the blue corner, wearing yellow, su peso oficial, 162 libras y un cuarto. His official weight, 162 1/4 pounds. Entra a la jaula con un récord de 10 victorias y 5 derrotas. Y enters la jaula with a record of 10 victories against 5 losses. Cali, Colombia presente. Gilbert Ordóñez Huila. Su oponente en la esquina roja, vestido de negro. His opposition in the red corner, wearing black. En la báscula, marcó un peso oficial de 160 libras y 3 cuartos on the scale. He registered an official weight of 160 3/4 pounds. En su 12º combate a nivel profesional, con 10 victorias y 1 derrota. Y enters la jaula for the 12th time as a pro, with 10 victories against 1 lone defeat. Representando a Ensenada, Baja California, México, CRISTIAN PUAS Perez. El referee, Josh Rutgers.
Josh Rutgers, the third.
Bring it in,
inside.
gentlemen. Bring it in.
Wow.
All right, guys, we already went over the rules in the locker room. If there's any questions, ask them now. If not, back to the corner. Wait for the bell. Wait for the bell. Back. Judges ready. Judges ready. Judges ready.
There he is. Very interesting tattoo. I'm sure you've noticed that on the left chest. Oh, and PUAS flies in, drops Ordonez immediately.
PUAS pointed out to Campbell here, Nathalie, goes, keep an eye on that. When they say that line, don't blink, literally, do not blink during this fight.
Side control. Maybe he saw Bojorquez and he says, I got to top that somehow. But he has Ordonez stretched out already. Side control. Grinding around. Ordonez is the ultimate stamp your passport fighter. Last fight was in Poland. Last one was in Germany. Now he's fighting in the U.S. He's fought in Mexico, certainly in his native Colombia as well. So he's taking on all comers all over the planet.
Different strategy from PUAS here. I mean, he already may go for the submission victory, but lately we've been seeing a lot of that stand-up with that striking. In fact, he's been working with his brother, who is in his corner here tonight.
Oh, PUAS grabs the back.
I don't think boxing is going to be what makes the difference here tonight, because it's once again to that jiu-jitsu game.
He's got that beautiful triangle underneath.
Don't hold it, Christian.
Great body lock right from the start. He tried to go for that highlight reel, but...
A warning to PUAS for holding the cage. Another from Josh Rutgers. That kind of stops the momentum of this rear naked attempt, and it gives Gilbert Ordonez a little bit of gasolina. Now he grabs that wrist. PUAS coming from all angles. PUAS in the black shorts.
Yeah, Ordonez needs to break that body lock. He needs to be careful, though. Don't lead that chin up, because he could get caught there in a rear naked choke or some sort of a submission. PUAS is just waiting for Ordonez to make a mistake. Ordonez, he needs to break that body lock. Hopefully it rips apart. and takes the fight to the center. But knowing we've seen PUAS here several times, he's not letting go of that lock.
Yeah, Perez, who's been so active. This is his third fight in 2022. He had 6 fights in 2021. 3 of them were in one night. Part of that tournament, which he reached the final and lost to Enrique Baby Bull Gonzalez. Good chance Enrique's tuning in here. Everyone's talking about that fight. We heard from Campbell McLaren that he's reached out to the parties to set it up. We want that more than anything, and as Rodolfo pointed out, that's probably could be the biggest fight in Combate history. PUAS starting to squeeze.
Beautiful. Look how he puts that right knee on his abdominal area.
He's working it.
Look how he puts that knee right there and that right
Gilbert's fight
area there.
What does he got to do to get out of this? He's got a little breathing
Right now,
room.
he is in trouble. He is in a triangle choke opportunity. He is right now trying to keep that chin down, number one. Work some of the shots that he's doing here so PUAS can break up that hold. But PUAS doing what he needs to do, turning and turning and turning and turning and making it very difficult for Ordonez to come out. And once he flattens him out, I mean, you're just basically stuck on traffic here.
Ordonez trying to react, but it's PUAS Perez.
Too strong.
It's a strong and unforgiving. Continues to crank away at some point, and now he sees that arm. Ordonez able to drop it down.
There it is.
Take a deep breath.
Sometimes in that position, Max, you just have to hold on to mercy, wait for that chance where that grip just kind of loosens up, and then make your way through. Push with that elbow out to open it up.
PUAS Perez, who's been saying he's been working on so much. He's been going with Coach Shed back to their feet. He's been also been working on nutrition to get a better edge. PUAS gets on the back again.
Ordonez just desperately trying to find the chance to take this fight to the striking.
Ordonez now with a chance to do some
turning
damage.
around, turning the page.
I mean, Ordonez has been on the receiving end since the opening bell.
Don't count the guy out. You know, sometimes when you go in a fight and on paper you look like you're just gonna run through the opponent, those are your scariest opponent because that guy comes in there with nothing to lose.
I gotta say, I'm impressed by Ordonez because it looked like there was a couple moments, but he never panicked. A couple moments where it felt like that fight's getting away, but he was able to hang in there, and now he's leveled the playing field a little bit, although, again, finds himself in a precarious spot.
He's been able to escape from those dangerous positions. So that does show you that experience that he has. He does have, what, 4 more fights more than PUAS? Again, has fought overseas. So he has seen that different pool of talent.
PUAS just 23. I mean, he is a baby in this business, but with already 11 fights, he wants to keep on building a fantastic resume. We're about 20 seconds remaining here in this opening round. Clears it into the mount. Does have that leg still trapped, so maybe it would appear we're heading to a second round. Rodolfo, I would say this. I think we saw PUAS coming out from the bell. I think there's a little frustration. He probably said, okay, I had the pressure. Maybe I went left when I should have gone right.
Well, right for the straight, went for the flying knee. Ordonez smelled it, put that leg up or that knee up to block it. But what's the story in this first round? Is PUAS just controlling the body lock. At times there were chances there for submissions, taking him down to the floor. But Ordonez was able to escape, did exactly what he had to do in that position there with that triangle. He was able to compose himself, hold his breathing, and survive to make it to the second round. He did what he had to do to defend himself. What can he do in the second? Can he keep the energy? We're about to find out.
Second round here, and for Gilbert Ordonez, who was under fire from the beginning, I think he's got to feel pretty good about the fact that he is here. He has seen a strategy for PUAS. He was able to handle it. I think he felt the strength of PUAS, and he feels, I can manage here. And well, maybe I get my game plan going.
I think now we're going to go a little striking. I think PUAS now is going to test that bracket. He's been working on that boxing. I think we're going to be able to see it, and he's going to trade with Ordonez. Let's see if that is the route that we go. And look, PUAS has some nasty hands. He just knocked out Sam Alvarez and made it look so pretty. It's like a walk-out, walk-off knockout. And there it is, different type of start for the first prepared. There's the boxing.
Ordonez ready. We do have a stand-up, a little change. Oh, good left hand. Ordonez cards on two. Again, Ordonez. He's got some heavy hands. PUAS wants to get in there. He's going to have to match him. Good left hand. Right hand follows. It's turning a boxing fight until that.
Ordonez hit 2 clean shots. That woke up PUAS.
PUAS wants to get in there. Ordonez is a strong dude. Left hand for Ordonez.
3 shots that he's landed clean.
Into the body.
PUAS needs to be careful. Can't play too much.
A very different fight in round 2.
Stick to that boxing.
Oh, left hand PUAS. Starts to with the right. Comes in again. And now the suplex.
And now the slam.
Beautiful drop there by PUAS.
Straight to the bread and butter. Wow.
That was some stand-up Supremo right there.
If you're not feeling that, right, I mean, you're just not a fan. You're just not a sports fan. I mean, that just back and forth.
Overhead
Great
shot,
stuff.
what you see PUAS is working with. Look at there, a 10-8 round for PUAS Perez. He is in control. Now he looks to finish it, but if it goes to the judges, he is in the driver's seat.
Now, interesting note. See how PUAS changed the levels, went to the ground where he had much success. He tested a little bit of the striking. He got hit a good 3 shots there, clean.
And I think that he said, okay, let's go to the ground. I've seen enough. This is a strong guy.
Well, the thing that he was doing was just literally just standing there back. If he would move a little bit more, which we've seen PUAS do very much, I think it would have been a different story. But he just wanted to just exchange to see if anyone just got himself knocked out.
Ordonez trying to get out, training out of Fight House in Colombia, the 31-year-old. Also in his athletic career was a soccer player and boxer. You saw the boxing wherewithal moments ago. PUAS not doing much here, but controlling the fight. Everyone's maintaining. There's our good friend Alba Galindo taking in all the action.
Hey, kudos to Ordonez. He came in here, especially in that second round. This goes to show you that, hey, I'm not afraid to go toe-to-toe with your poster child. Let's go.
No, all he's been hearing is about PUAS. And the promotion for this fight, all PUAS. Beautiful artwork, all in red. We talked about it in the pre-fight show. And if you're Gilbert Ordonez and you're not on that poster, you're like, wait a minute. How do I alleviate that? Well, there's one way, but now PUAS gets the back.
All right, now giving the back is very, very dangerous for Ordonez. Look how PUAS wrapping up that body lock, trying to get it in there. Trying to search for something. Although this is in an awkward position that they're in right now.
These guys will be in the lightweights again. They both came over the limit. Enrique Baby Bobo Gonzalez, the #1, Perez #2.
And right now, Max, he's just waiting for Ordonez to make a mistake so he can connect the rear naked choke. But Ordonez is trying to flip. He made tap. There's a tap.
He tapped it. PUAS Perez. Christian PUAS Perez from the back was able to tap out Gilbert Ordonez. Hey, may not have been the design he hoped for, but he got it done and he finished it.
Ordonez gave him a little fight. He challenged him a bit in the striking. We can't take any credit away from him. But PUAS, I mean, he's just a well-rounded fighter. Anywhere you go, any position that you take the fight, he is willing to go back and forth with you and come out on top.
Yeah, fighting out of Miami these days, so he has some supporters here inside the studios. He had an interesting comment when he talked about training in Miami. He goes, I get motivation. I go for a jog around town. I see the material things, the houses, the cars, the boats. I go, do you want that? Then you got to fight for it. Well, he's getting closer to the big, big paydays. 11-1. All his fights for Combate, all those fights since February of 2019.
Incredible.
really tearing down Gilbert Ordonez. He went different directions. He went with the explosive start. He went with the stand-up in the end. The transitions to the finish in tapping out Ordonez here in round 2. Now we talk about, we have that dream lightweight matchup.
What is Baby Bull thinking right now? Is he watching the? I'm sure he's watching the fight, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he goes, this is going to be a fight. It's
If you're watching this in your social media, love to hear your comments, Baby Bull.
Well, Enrique Gonzalez is saying, if this is going to be the biggest fight this company's ever seen, then let's make it big. Ready for the officials? Christian PUAS Perez, I'm sure if you ask him, would have liked this fight to end a little sooner, but he got the job done. It's what he does. His 6th submission victory to go with 2 KOs to go with 11 victories. Official decision. Let's get it now inside the jaula and Lupe Contreras.
Este combate concluye con un tiempo oficial de 3 minutos 26 segundos del segundo episodio. This bout concludes with an official time of 3 minutes 26 seconds of round number 2. Your winner, by way of submission, el vencedor por sumisión, el PUAS, CRISTIAN Perez.
The man with the sombrero, indeed.
That's how they know us. El sombrero?
The pride of Ensenada, Baja California. There is not a tougher part of the world than Baja California. We've seen it first half. 11-1. A guy who will fight anytime, anywhere, anyone.
Oh man, looking forward to 2023. What's at stake for PUAS? Let's take a look. Ordonez, PUAS, stepping inside La Jaula. Went for that flying knee knockout. Just wasn't happening. But PUAS did have his day, working him on the ground, slamming him, working some of that great jiu-jitsu. But there it is. The choke, the triangle that he attempted in the first round didn't go his way. He had to be patient until the second round. But it was in the second chapter where both exchanged, and PUAS did get hit about a good 3 times. He struck him. There you clearly see it. It was an exchange, but PUAS said, well, you know, let me go back to the bread and butter. Let me go to the ground game. Let me see if I can submit this guy. And surely enough, he did. But there was a great exchange there between the two that had the fans here in the studio on their feet. But this is where he did all his work, Max. Just working the shot to the body and beautiful submission right there, triangle. Beautifully executed. There's the referee camera.
Cameras everywhere.
Picture perfect. Picture perfect.
Hats off to Gilbert Ordonez. He wasn't here just to fill a spot. He had intentions of winning this. Never really got to get going thanks to that blistering start for PUAS Perez, who didn't catch it clean. He flew out, and Ordonez was pretty ready for it. But 4 takedowns, 1 violent one in the second round, which would lead to the submission victory.
Wow. What is in store in 2023 for PUAS? That's going to be the story next year, Max. Looking forward to that.
Llegó el momento de un combate global de Glendale, Arizona. Moses Diaz.
Getting ready for the second fight of the night.
Especially if they hit like, it's already done. Wow!
Oh my goodness! Wow, right hand!
Wow, what a shot from Moses Diaz. An overhand right. Carlos doesn't even know where he is at this point. It happened so fast.
Marcos Perez said it's over. Maybe the quickest fight in Combate Global history.
Now here comes, you ready? Right hand, boom, done. That is what we call a star.
Don't miss Moises Diaz's return to La Jaula this 2023. Combate Global, much more action.
Well, look forward to more Moses Diaz, Rodolfo. That was
quickest knockout.
Quickest 6
Combate,
seconds.
6 seconds. He did have a challenger with 1 port the last time we saw him. But that guy, as you heard there in that promo, is a star. And what challenges is he going to be up against in 2023? Where you're going to have to tune in. I know you said it earlier, Max, but all this stuff is available on Paramount Plus. You can watch all the fights, all 30 of them, and last year's. Good stuff from La Jaula.
And we've had some incredible stuff to add to the 2022 time capsule here this evening, including what PUAS Perez was just able to do.
And yes, it did take place in her gym. Good stuff out there. The American Dream is the song.
Okay, we'll take a look. There is D. Begley, not in a Papa Roach video yet. Maybe in a YouTube video at some point.
Okay.
Keeps winning.
Yeah, sure.
They're very proud of their own in Ireland. Ireland together, standing tall, shoulder to shoulder. She'll answer Ireland's call.
Ismael Kraken Zamora.
Big left by Zamora. He's got to stay on his feet here.
Ismael now with the too.
He tapped out. We don't have to see it. Celada taps out, and Ismael Zamora with a massive performance. A real world of pain.
Georgie might be in trouble here. There ain't nothing gorgeous about this.
And a ton of time left. Zamora is clinical in the striking game.
Hey, he said he was going to think every single opponent he has as well, co-defending some of his...
Oh, he's in trouble here. Look at that. Beautiful transition. Beautiful. But Asa's not doing much.
Longer. Not defending.
Let me stop it, yep.
Anas Azizun. Keeping it stand up. You said it. They go, this stays stand up. It's going to be an interesting fight.
Zamora is the type of fighter that loves to connect to the liver area.
It's the first time we've seen Kraken being pushed around a fair bit. Viva la France!
El Kraken.
After 4 consecutive victories, El Kraken was upset in his last fight, but he will be back in 2023. Join us and let's see what El Kraken is made of. Combate Global, much more action.
Here we go, Combate Global, 1 fight to go. Every fight up till now delivering in a big way. And this one has all the ingredients to do just the same. Ocean Drive, always active. Hey, it is Friday night. Rodolfo will be hitting that soon. In his
ain't about that life anymore.
Razor there, hitting around town. It is Maritza Sanchez, number 1 in the women's flyweight, but looking to cement herself, so perhaps getting in to a position where she can fight for a title when it comes on the landscape here with Combate Global. D. Begley has got her feet weight in Combate, and she has got it like a fish to water. Very comfortable in these parts, and the Irish fighters that have made their way continues to get it going. Let's introduce yourselves to the fighters. Get you ready for the co-main event.
I just want to show my best self. I want to perform at the highest level. My name is Dee Begley. I'm 28 and I'm from Ireland.
Every time I wake up in the morning, I breathe, think, and even dream about just fighting. So I'm here for it all. My name is MARITZA Sanchez, and I'm from Placerville, California.
Maritza is ranked #1. I'm ranked number 6, but in my mind, you know, it's all about what I do. Who's across the cage for me, it doesn't matter.
I'm just here to do my part and to show all my hard work in the cage. If it goes to 3 rounds, I'm ready.
Expect the unexpected, and don't be disappointed when I walk away with the win.
I'm here to fight anyone, and you know, being #1, it should be that way. I'm here to fight anyone.
Has some great victories. She is the taller of the two, but Begley is up for the challenge because she just took on Jessica Ortega, who was taller than her as well.
Head-to-head, gotta, both just getting started. Begley 3 years older, but both in their 20s. Sanchez 5 inches taller, 8-inch reach advantage. It'd be impossible to think that won't play a role here. They both hit their weight right at the limit of 126 pounds, a flyweight
Continuamos
top 10
con mucha
counter.
más acción. 3 vueltas, división peso mosca. We continue with much more action. 3 rounds in the flyweight division. Los jueces son, the judges are Mark Streisand, Dorian Mirasola y Vicente Rodríguez. Presentando la esquina azul, vestida de azul, presenting the blue corner, wearing blue. Marcó un peso oficial de 126 libras. She registered on official 126 pounds. En su quinto combate, con 3 victorias y una derrota, she enters la jaula for the 5th time as a pro, with 3 victories against 1 defeat. Hailing from Cork, and now fighting out of Dublin, Ireland. Despicable Begley. En la esquina roja, vestida de negro. In the red corner, wearing black, su peso oficial, 126 libras. She registered an identical 126 pounds. Y entra a la jaula con un récord idéntico al de su rival de 3 victorias y una derrota. She enters the jaula with an identical record of 3 victories against 1 defeat. Hailing from El Dorado, California, Maritza Sanchez. El referee internacional, Raúl Porrata.
Center.
Raúl Porrata, the third inside.
Protect yourselves at all times. I expect a clean fight. Touch gloves now. Toquen guantes. Back to your corners. Ready. Ready. Acción.
We are underway. Maritza Sanchez in black, the #1 flyweight. Looking to stay there. Begley looking to upset the apple cart here.
Yeah, footwork is going to be the key here for Maritza or Sanchez. Begley, she needs to keep moving forward, aggressive, if she wants to go ahead and take that, due to that great kickboxing background that she has. If anything here, Sanchez does have in her pocket that ground game, but she comes in as the one with the advantage.
Combination Sanchez, who had an amateur record, really wasn't distinguished whatsoever. She is taking a step for class. She's figured some things out upon arriving in the professional ranks.
What I like about Sanchez so far, she's testing herself with that stand-up game, trying to feint, moving up and down to throw off Begley, but Begley just follows up with those hands, especially that right hand that she just threw.
Begley strong and would like to get into those tight quarters. Already had an early taste of it.
2 women who are not afraid to just exchange in the pocket. Oh, try to go for
the knee.
Yep. Wasn't there though. Great hook there from Sanchez.
Sharp punching Sanchez.
Man, clean, crisp.
We're looking right at Sanchez here. She is locked in.
Very crisp.
Begley with a combination.
Super, super crisp. Great clinch work there. Nice elbow from Sanchez. And that's the fight game that Begley knows about.
We were saying that Begley's strong. Sanchez is no slouch, and she is throwing her weight around here. Begley, a degree in mathematics and Irish from the University of College of Cork. Also studying the Irish languages, and forgive I'm going to butcher this, Gaelic, which is not widely spoken in Ireland. So she is quite the cerebral type. Great punches, body and upstairs. Sanchez keeps coming.
Too fast.
Begley's hurt. Begley's hurt.
the Wasp is stinging away. Look at the clinch work. Begley's in trouble, Max.
What does she got to do here, Rodolfo? She's a punching bag right now.
She has to move, use the jab, use the teep to get Sanchez out.
Good left hand by Begley. I mean, she's not hurt. She's alert in there, and
it woke her up.
It woke her up, and Raul Porata got close. He thought about it.
Begley has been in this type of warfare before. She's no stranger to it. She knows how to overcome it. And now you might say that she's working the body, but she's down.
That time she was hurt, got hit in the body and dropped.
It looked like a liver shot, Max.
Maritza Sanchez.
She was like a wasp, Max. Just bam, 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 bam. Super fast, very crisp.
4 straight wins and her first knockout of any variety.
Those hands came faster than Amtrak.
It just kept coming, and maybe Begley was hurt from that first exchange. If she wasn't, she certainly got hurt in the second. Maritza Sanchez continues to improve every fight, and all 5 fights that we saw here, absolutely phenomenal.
The beautiful thing about Sanchez was the way she was working those fists. It was come to the top, to the bottom, top and the bottom, which would confuse Begley. She would try to keep those elbows in from protecting her midsection, but Sanchez was just too quick, too fast. Begley just couldn't get there to defend it. And let's take a look. It seemed like it was a liver shot that took her out.
And dropped her, and she's still in pain. Looking at Begley, they're giving her a systems check.
And those for those at home, if you've never been hit by a liver shot, good for you.
I imagine coming from someone who has a couple times.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to collect ourselves. These fights have been absolutely breathtaking here in Hala. Maritza Sanchez overcome. Wow, Maritza Sanchez just had a game plan, executed it, heavy-handed, was not going to be pushed around, beat D. Begley to the punch literally every time. And now the world is her oyster. The flyweight division in Combate Global, she is top. Melissa Amaya, we talked about the Baby Bull Gonzalez PUAS Perez fight. How about that one in 2023? Don't forget La Loba Acosta also in the mix, so some great fights to be had there. We are back inside the jaula, and it's Maritza Sanchez's night. Every fight, we thought we had seen the best, but maybe the best was saved for last.
El tiempo oficial, 2 minutos 45 segundos del primer episodio. The official time, 2 minutes 45 seconds of the opening round. Your winner by way of KO, la vencedora por knockout, Maritza Sanchez.
Maritza Sanchez, what? Oh, she wants the strap.
She wants it. Well-deserved opportunity.
Well, when it happens, when there is a flyweight championship, she is first in line.
Man, look at those beautiful jabs. Max just kept consistently throwing it. She felt so comfortable. She even said, hey, let me go for the highlight reel. Let me see if I can land in a flying knee. But it was this exchange right here. She was unstoppable. Just non-stop, consistent like a locomotive. Just non-stop back and forth. She smelled blood, and there was that shot right there to the liver that took her down. Look at it right there. Perfectly executed. Bam! Right there, straight to the canvas. Wow.
Begley was, I'm out. I've had enough. Back here for Combate Global and an MMA debut for the 24-year-old Chilena Claudio Villalobos. The same for the 22-year-old Portuguese kickboxer Andrea Conceição. Get ready to go inside the jaula. For all the details, let's hand it off to Lupe Contreras.
Este duelo, 3 vueltas, división peso mosca. This bout 3 rounds in the flyweight division. Los jueces son, the judges are Richard Green, Vicente Rodríguez y James Lázaro. Presentando en la esquina azul, vestida de blanco, presenting the blue corner. Wearing white, su peso oficial 126 libras, her official weight 126 pounds. Esta noche entra por primera vez a la jaula en su debut profesional tonight. She enters la jaula for the first time in her professional debut. De Santiago de Chile, Claudia Villalobos. Su contraria en la esquina roja, vestida de rojo. Her opponent in the red corner, wearing red. Su peso oficial, 121 libras. Her official weight, 121 pounds. Igual que su rival, se lanza a las grandes ligas de las artes marciales mixtas. Dentro de la jaula de combate global, like her opponent, she makes the leap into the big leagues of MMA inside of la jaula. De Sinés, Portugal, Andrea Conceição. El referee internacional, Raúl Porrata.
Raúl Porrata, the third inside the jaula.
Si quieren una pelea limpia, toquen guantes ahora si quieren, regresen a sus esquinas. Atrás.
Claudia Villalobos, Andrea Conceição, both kickboxers by trade, so we expect stand-up throughout. Maybe there is a wrinkle in one of their fights.
Yeah, that could be the interesting point, and any of them decide to take the fight to the ground game, but knowing their history and their background in kickboxing, just like you said, Max, I think this worker is going to get just a straight-up warfare in the stand-up game.
Good left hand, Villalobos using that left hand again.
Villalobos training at an MMA Masters camp where likes of Colby Covington, so many. Also our good, one of our fighters has competed there. Claudia from Spain trains at out of MMA Masters as well. But Conceição trying to make a name for herself, training out of the MMA Dogs. Trying to show that Portugal MMA. Not too many fighters coming out of that country.
No. Now curling to her left. This is tremendous output for Villalobos. High volume, but high quality of strikes.
Very consistent. Now, one thing that Conceição is not doing is moving when Villalobos lands in those combinations. She has to make sure that she's moving around, the head movement. Just don't eat them, even though you have your hands up. Look, you just got caught there, and that's because she's very linear. She has to move when she throws. Go to the left. Step with that left foot. Eating those shots again. Don't want to be a punching bag. You gotta move.
Doesn't. And I'm sure Conceição wants to have a similar game plan, but Villalobos is just always first in those exchanges.
Well, one thing that she could do, Max, is work on that lead leg to cut her off, to stop her from coming in with those fists. Work on that lead leg. It's there all day.
Villalobos, a great Chilean kickboxing pedigree. She trains with MMA Masters with Ivan Gales in Chile. Gales fights for Glory, which is the currently predominant kickboxing organization. She is a black belt and part of a growing community of Chilean mixed martial artists in the men and the women. And Rodolfo, we've been really impressed with what's happened in the women ranks. You have the #1 strawweight in Caroline Gallardo. You have the #3 atomweight in Gloria Bravo, amongst others.
And we've also seen Melissa Gomez, who competed here from Chile as well, defeated YARELY Reyes, who we saw earlier today. Chile, women's MMA in Chile is picking up pace, and these women are leading the way. Great combination. Yeah, they just landed in sharp, crisp 1-2 combo. But again, it's because Conceição is not moving. Yeah, she's keeping the hands up, but you can do so much of it. And
faint.
What happens, Max, when you keep those hands up, if your opponent is very smart, and just like Villalobos is, she could quickly switch the level and work the body. She could literally break you down. And you hear the corner of Villalobos. Don't get too close. And that's a good strategy because you'll see her. She'll strike because Conceicão's not moving. She'll strike and then she'll back off a bit. She'll pick you apart.
Again, now Villalobos moving back, but still in control of this opening round. Just over a minute to go in this first round.
Great right hand, though, from Conceicão. Conceicão is just putting all her money in a basket with that overhand right, but it's just not coming in.
Conceicão just hasn't found the distance right. It just hasn't clicked. It still might, but Villalobos has figured it out much earlier along the way. Upstairs there, Conceicão finding some headway.
She winds up that right hand.
I don't know much about Portuguese MMA. You know, certainly there's a connection to Brazil, but not really. There is some Brazilian ties to Andrea Conceicão. But now coming from the amateur ranks where she had some success, trains with MMA dogs as we reach the end of this opening round, which would appear advantage Chile.
Ooh, Nito. An extra shot there after the bell. Conceicão apologized for that. It's a stand-up war between these two women. And if we get this, I don't think we'll see any ground game whatsoever, Max. Let's take a look at the highlights to kick off there. Kick to the lead leg of Conceicão from Villalobos. This is right here. This is the story of this fight. Great combination, 1-2, that jab, using it so nicely to set it up. And once she goes, she doesn't stop. And what's great about Villalobos is you're hitting the 1-2 combination, back off, come back again. Very impressive stuff.
Now building up here for round two. We'll see if Andrea Conceicão can get into her rhythm. Talked about, she's just 21, so these are two fighters just getting started into this career of mixed martial arts. Conceicão, a decorated fighter in Portugal, and we don't want to be flippant about it, but of course that's a little different than being here in the States or in certain parts of Europe. It's obviously a huge deal, kickboxing, when you talk about glory kickboxing, the fighters they have in the Netherlands, in Germany, in Poland. It's a great launching point for a lot of mixed martial artists, but the money's where MMA is, and the prestige these days.
As we see here once again, pretty much the same story from that first round. Lots of exchanges right from the start. And now Andre Filho is one of
Andre Filho, I do remember.
Is probably, yeah, he's probably one of the most well-known Portuguese fighters.
Exciting fighter, to be honest, too.
Yeah. That's just one that comes to the top of my head right now.
It's interesting. I mean, because we're seeing some in the Iberian Peninsula. You see breakthroughs in Spain. Certainly we have. And the idea is that Spain is going to have a couple breakthrough MMA fighters here, men or women. It's a matter of time because it's picking up there and it has great gyms. Portugal, we haven't seen the quite reaction, but if it happens in Spain, it certainly can happen across the border before too long.
I mean, this sport is still relatively new. And many countries are not getting wind of it. We've seen so many fighters from islands, right?
Canary Islands there.
That have been competing here in the States. Areas like in the Caribbean, of course, in Europe, like Conceicão, Portugal. And Combate Global is your one-stop shop for that, to see those fighters coming from these countries that we typically are not aware of.
Now a little better, more front foot fighting here from Conceição in pursuit of Villalobos. Has to find something that works.
Conceição is just putting too much power on that right hand, and I get it. She wants to knock her out. But there was just one point. She threw that overhand right so hard that she lost her footing. She lost her balance. If Villalobos would have caught her there, it would have been a very difficult position for her. And you hear the corner Villalobos. Just work it out. Hit her with that right, that jab. Again, just measuring, trying to land that right hand, but Conceição just can't find an opening. Villalobos, as quickly as she shoots, she quickly moves out, which is a great strategy. More inside kick from Conceição in that inner thigh of Villalobos. But although she's been connecting, not doing any of the damage, Villalobos keeps moving in. Great stuff. Look at that. 1-2 move. 1-2 move. Great work. Great strategy.
Conceição picking up, but she's got to pick up the pace here. 1.5 minutes to go in the second round.
Ooh.
7 years training. Interesting background, and she has been buoyed by the loss of her father. I mean, that's a terrible way to put it. Let me rephrase that. But has built her MMA through the loss of her father as something to help her with that loss. And we hear that so often with fighters, and it helps them with discipline and more than anything, a chance to go to a gym and be part of something. And you always hear stories, and I hear through Rodolfo and so many about the support system. It is real, and it is a very caring area that can, in your darkest times, pick you up.
Yeah, it might sound crazy, but MMA, such a difficulty like that, like losing a close family member, it brings a sunshine to many of these fighters. You know, it brings a ray of hope. I mean, we saw just previously today, Eddie Perez, who lost his brother right next to him, and it was MMA. MMA will help them through the grieving process. Conceição again, look at that. Connecting with those inside kicks via Lobos' right leg, that inner thigh. Ruby red.
Round 2 comes to a close, and Conceição appears to have a very tall hill in front of her.
Well, she wants to take this victory right now. She's already a little bloodied up there in the nose. Great fist, fast from Villalobos. Great exchange. Oh, she even rocked her there a bit. But it's just non-consistent. And as quickly as she shoots, she quickly moves out. So fast and effective. And she uses that range so well. Conceição, though, just needs to keep moving forward, but as she does, she needs to be careful. She could get caught. Afuera. Esquina afuera.
Lista, lista, acción.
Round 3 now, and Conceição, work to be done. You can see she's worked through some things from round 1 to round 2, but now has really got to hit her strides against Claudia Villalobos, who has been pretty consistent from the beginning. As we expected, it's been stand up from the jump. Don't expect that to change whatsoever. Max Bretos, Rodolfo Roman on a tremendous fight night here on our final card of 2022.
You're at the corner, Villalobos, keep that left hand up, and that's to protect her from that incoming right hand of Conceição. That she's been throwing and throwing and throwing, but just haven't found an opening to land. As we go here, just consistent. There it is. That's what Conceição needs to do. She needs to come in forward. For inner thigh kicks and move forward. Kick, stick, right. That could work for her. Now Villalobos trying to throw her off. Great kick there. Textbook kickboxing kick. Great way of moving out, of missing that kick. Just great stuff from Villalobos, man. She's just looked very well, knows how to read her opponent where she's coming. Oh, beautiful. And you hear that corner, move to the right, because Conceição is connecting with those inside kicks. So she's trying to prevent from coming in, getting hit. I mean, if you look at that, inside right thigh, it's red. There it is, she keeps moving. Telling her to keep that left hand up to protect himself, because Conceição is just trying to land that right hand. There it is again. Now she's trying to. It's like a wind up, like back in the days of baseball.
Oh, nice little question mark kick there by Villalobos. Catches her right on the chin. As it didn't really hurt Conceição. She's standing there. She just got to have more output.
Conceição is tough as nails. No doubt about that. She's still in the fight. And there it is. Great right hand. That jab to set it up. Moving away. Great stuff. I have to give credit to Villalobos, and I think that's also something, Max, that we've discussed here with having the fights in studio. You're able to listen to your corner. That's almost unheard of in a place where you have 50, 10,000, 20,000 people. You're just not going to hear your corner, but she is listening and she is following directions. Move to the right, and she's definitely listening.
Villalobos, a smart cat studying industrial engineering. Again, black belt in kickboxing, so no shortcuts. These are decorated fighters and what they do. MMA is different. Minute 30 to go, and Villalobos should be able to get there. Commanding performance here.
And we've seen much success in the world of MMA, Max, where you have a fighter that comes from a background of stand-up or kickboxing or Muay Thai, and they're able to adjust at MMA. If there's some holes that they need to fix when it comes to the ground game, if they are able to execute a good takedown defense, the sky's the limit. As long as they keep that fight standing, they could have a very successful career, and then just add on as you work your way through. I mean, we just saw that Renato Longo with a French pronunciation. Stand-up guy. Straight up. Kickboxing, and boy, was he impressive.
Yeah, it's been a lot to take away from this.
Oh, with a flying knee, not there, nobody home though.
Something there for Conceição, it just hasn't clicked into place. She comes in, she gets hit.
Yeah, she's coming in, but trying to go with the right. Now she's trying to go everything. She got the memo, Max. She has to finish the fight. Only way she's gonna win it.
Big finish here, but it's gonna run out of time. It'll have to wait a different day for Andrea Conceição. As for Claudia Villalobos, Chi continues. Time now for the official decision. Let's go back to the jaula and Lupe Contreras.
Después de 3 vueltas de mucha más acción, los jueces entregan tarjetas idénticas de 30 a 27 after 3 rounds of much more action. All 3 judges turn in scores of 30 to 27 in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. A favor de la vencedora por decisión unánime de Chile, Claudia Villalobos.
Claudia Villalobos victorious in her professional debut. Obviously, Andrea Conceição takes the L. What an evening What a day in our final card of 2022. Lots to hang your hat off. A lot of incredible memories, incredible knockouts as well. And Andrea Villalobos victorious with that victory to put a close on our events. So much great fight programming around Combate Global. You don't want to miss the Battle of the Gyms streaming right now on TUDN streaming channel VIX.
I have very bad news for you. You and your team are officially taken out of our contest. Our decision stands. You're out.
Check that out on VIX Plus. Just add it for free on your apps or at home. That brings a close to our final card of 2022. Wonderful memories. It's been great to be alongside Rodolfo Roman through all of that. We look forward to doing it 2023 all over again. So on behalf of Rodolfo and our entire production team, Val Morales and Art Izquierdo, my name is Max Bretos, and for the final time this year, Plácido Domingo!